Tonight, 3 people are facing felony charges in connection with those fraudulent signatures that sunk a number of campaigns in the last race for governor.
Yeah, and those charges range from forgery all the way to conducting a criminal enterprise. Rod Maloney is live tonight. And Rod, these people were paid a pretty big amount of money to gather those signatures.
Well, and that's the thing. Many wondered if perhaps there were political dirty tricks being played in all of this last year. The Attorney General today told me flat out that she believes it's a simple case of greed. A number of signature companies being inundated with candidates willing to pay top dollar to get them signatures right away.
This was just irresistible to people who wanted to commit fraud because we had gotten to the point where these signature collection firms were being paid $9, $10, $11, $12 per signature.
36-year-old Sean Wilmoth arraigned on 27 felony counts, and his wife, 37-year-old Jamie Wilmoth Gooden, arraigned on 25, including conducting a criminal enterprise, election law forgery, and fraud. Wilmoth owned and operated 2 signature collection companies. They're both charged now with running a signature gathering fraud netting considerable profit, some $700,000 paid by 9 different candidates. A third defendant, 37-year-old Willie Reed, owned another signature gathering company, and tonight he is not under arrest, doesn't live in Michigan, and U.S. Marshals are out looking for him. The Attorney General said their companies were utterly unable to deliver 15,000 signatures each to the 5 different gubernatorial candidates who hired them.
What they had contracted for was a virtual impossibility.
Instead, they turned in laughably bogus signature sheets state officials rejected and left candidates, including some judicial hopefuls, off the ballot.
I very much believe had the victims in these cases or their campaigns properly vetted these vendors, they likely never would have hired these defendants or their firms in the first place.
Well, I spoke to James Craig about an hour ago. He agreed with the Attorney General on that point, but there are some other things where they diverged. We'll be talking to him and another one of the candidates coming up on Local 4 News at 6. Back to you.
We'll look forward to your report then, Rod. But before you go, what did those companies do prompting so many signatures ending up rejected?
Well, they just, either made up names, fraudulently wrote names down, in other words, forging those signatures, or in other cases, they were taking voters who had moved out of the state, put their names down, or even people who were deceased.
Yeah. Okay, Rod, we appreciate it. We'll see you again at 6.